In the bustling heart of rural America, where fields stretched like endless green oceans and the air sang with the sounds of nature, a simple farm stood sentinel over the landscape. It was 1905, a time when life moved at a different pace, and every day brought its own challenges and joys. This particular farm, with its weathered wooden barn and sturdy farmhouse, held countless stories within its walls. Among them was a photograph taken on a sunny afternoon, capturing a moment that would linger long after the sun had set on those who lived there. If you enjoy this video, please like the video and subscribe for more, and tell me where you are watching from today. I always find it awesome to see where all my viewers are watching from. Let's get back to the video. The photograph is an intriguing glimpse into the past. At first glance, it looks like any other. Sun-drenched fields, smiling faces, and the promise of good harvests ahead. Yet, it holds a deeper story, one that intertwines with loss and memory. The people in the image appear carefree and full of life. But one young boy present in the picture had already left this world years before it was taken. As we delve into this photograph's history, we are transported to a time when families gathered together for special occasions, often stopping to pose for treasured keepsakes. There is something magical about photographs. They freeze a fleeting moment in time, allowing us to hold on to memories that otherwise would fade away. This particular image captures not just the faces of those present, but also conveys the warmth of family bonds and the spirit of resilience that characterized rural life. Imagine standing in the middle of that field on that sunlit day in 1905. Laughter fills the air as siblings run around playfully, while adults share tales from their own childhoods or laugh about happenings on the farm. The newness of spring is evident in every blade of grass, every blooming flower, as life pulses through everything around them. As you take in this scene, you can almost feel the heartbeat of the land, a rhythm intertwined with both joy and heartache. The young boy who would one day be captured in this snapshot was part of a family that worked tirelessly to keep their farm thriving. He had dreams just like any other child. Dreams filled with adventure and possibilities awaiting him in every corner of those vast fields. However, fate had other plans. His short life ended prematurely due to unforeseen circumstances, leaving behind memories that echoed through generations. When you learn about this boy's story, the laughter he never got to share at family gatherings, the adventures he never experienced, it adds weight to every smile frozen in that photograph. His absence is felt dramatically when considering how differently things might have unfolded had he lived longer. Over time, families would reminisce about him during dinners or when looking back at old photographs. A reminder not only of his existence, but also of how fleeting life can sometimes be. As one uncovers more details about this 1905 farm photo, it becomes clear that it represents more than just faces on a page. It serves as a poignant reminder of love and loss. It invites us to reflect upon our own memories, those cherished moments with loved ones who may no longer be present, but remain alive within our hearts. What could have been merely an image depicting everyday life instead transforms into an emotional journey through time. An exploration into how families cope with loss while celebrating their roots. The cheerful energy surrounding those people becomes even more precious when seen through the lens of absence. Each smile now tinged with bittersweet melancholy. Looking closely at this captivating image allows us to witness not only individual lives, but also historical context. A representation of agricultural society during a bustling era marked by progress, yet challenged by hardships. In many ways, this snapshot encapsulates both simplicity and complexity, highlighting joys within labor-intensive lives while hinting at deeper narratives woven beneath each smile captured amidst sorrows. through these layers lies something profound, an understanding shared across generations regarding grief entwined within love's embrace. Even when distance separates us physically from our beloved ones who are no longer here today. The reveal surrounding this photograph transcends mere curiosity about its origins. It evokes a sense of gratitude for histories preserved amid moments fleeting away, like wisps blown off into winds unseen. This exploration creates connections between past and present, as well as offers insight into shared human experiences throughout time. What began as merely admiring an old image evolves into personal reflection about lineage, those who shaped your path alongside theirs, driven forward by dreams, inspired during times long forgotten yet etched forever onto tangible artifacts, like photographs captured alongside memories held dear through storytelling across years passed on lovingly, from child unto parent, until present day comes rushing forth anew, each generation standing witness beside remnants, recalling pasts shared together, united still beyond horizons, visible outwardly from distant lands, faceless, but forever intertwined through heartstrings connecting sentimentally. Remembering how love remains timeless, eternally unbroken. Despite its occasional hardships, faced throughout lives, well lived amidst joys, found along bumpy roads, traveled onward, lest we forget what matters most. As we start exploring each layer surrounding this profound moment, captured so many years ago, sometimes fleeting yet beautiful. Nonetheless, let imagination guide you through sights once seen by eyes willing to discover richness, hidden deep beyond surface simplicity, tangled intricately within complexity. Waiting simply for someone willing enough, here echoes softly, whispering reminders urging us pause, reflect deeply, consider why certain snapshots endure. Inspire wonder, remain cherished forever. Etched silently, lingering all around us, awaiting explanation. Behind stories woven subtly together, bridging gaps, stretching realms between living, breathing pulses, time traversing long roads toward places known far distant future generations, perhaps drawing strength, reminder. Honoring lives once shared, connected lovingly always. Poignantly remaining forever, intertwined alongside, enduring legacy breathing, vibrantly still alive. Warm hearts reached unseen heights, written indelibly within pages, narratives spanning lifetimes, centuries emerging, stunningly slowly, unfolding reveal wonderment, revealed gradually layer atop layers, welcoming discovery beneath shadows, cast forward, radiant, shining bright, guiding illuminated journeys, illuminating pathways along communal history where spirits softly dwell, reminding us continually cherish moments held close forever. More entwining pasts pondered, often glancing fondly toward brighter futures gleaming ahead. Behind every photograph lies a story waiting to be told. And the 1905 farm photo is no exception. To understand the significance of this image, we need to explore the lives of those who appeared in it, especially the young boy whose absence makes the photo all the more poignant. His name was Samuel, a spirited child known for his laughter that could echo across the fields like a joyful melody. Samuel was born into a hard-working family that tilled the land and nurtured animals with love and care. His parents, Martha and Jacob, had invested their hopes and dreams into their farm, believing it would provide not just sustenance, but also a legacy for future generations. The rhythms of farm life were woven into Samuel's daily existence. He would help feed the chickens each morning and chase butterflies through wildflowers on sunny afternoons. His young heart was filled with dreams of adventure beyond the horizon, unaware that fate had a different plan. Tragically, when Samuel was just 7 years old, he became gravely ill. A bout with pneumonia took hold of him during a harsh winter, leaving his family in desperate worry. Despite their efforts to care for him, wrapping him in warm blankets and singing lullabies, the illness proved too powerful. It was a devastating loss for the family. Samuel's laughter faded like the last light of day, leaving behind an echo of what could have been. When spring arrived that year, it did not bring with it the usual joy that accompanied warmer days. Instead, it was marked by mourning and remembrance. Martha and Jacob struggled to find solace amid their grief, but knew they had to keep going for their other children. They gathered together as a family, filling their home with stories about Samuel. The time he climbed too high in an apple tree, or how he once tried to ride their stubborn pony only to tumble off and laugh at himself afterward. Each memory they shared became both comfort and burden. Fast forward to 1905. Several years had passed since Samuel's death, yet his presence lingered in many ways. The family still kept his favorite toys tucked away in a special place: a small wooden horse painted bright red, and a collection of worn-out books stuffed with hand-drawn illustrations from adventures imagined by his young mind. Though they had learned to smile again through family gatherings and laughter shared over meals, there always remained an unspoken void at those events where Samuel should have been. The day that photograph was taken was meant to capture one such gathering, a celebration of harvest season filled with hope for another fruitful year ahead. As everyone prepared for this momentous occasion, excitement buzzed through the air like bees around blooming flowers. The family adorned themselves in their best clothes. Mothers brushed dirt from children's faces, while fathers straightened their hats before posing together under the sprawling oak tree. But beneath the joyous surface lay an undertone of sadness intertwined with remembrance. A recognition that although life continues its dance forward, there are moments when we pause to acknowledge those we've lost along the way. Samuel's siblings stood close together, smiles plastered on their faces, yet there was something deeper lurking within those expressions, an understanding that they were incomplete without him. While taking that photograph captured smiles frozen in time, perhaps no one noticed how one empty space beside them spoke volumes louder than any words could convey. The absence of Samuel resonated strongly amidst all surrounding joy, shimmering brightly under sunlight, streaming down, illuminating memories held dear forevermore. Afterward, as they flipped through images later developed from this day-long cherished within hearts entwined tightly together, reminding us continually how crucial it is. Remember pasts lived alongside, present experiences shared, creating everlasting legacies, woven softly between threads, connecting loved ones long departed, returning gently back, each time recollections emerge anew. The story behind this 1905 farm photo is not merely about capturing faces. It's about grappling with love intertwined within loss. How families learn resilience even while carrying grief alongside happiness throughout journeys taken onward along pathways leading toward futures bright ahead, waiting patiently just beyond horizons, visible yet unseen. Each moment spent cherishing memories becomes vital, reminding us heal wounds left by absence, allowing growth, flourish, emerge, slowly rising above darkness. Where once sorrow dwelled, dwelling deeply, instilling strength, resilience among those still living, breathing vibrant spirits, forever watchful. Guiding lights, illuminating roads traveled constantly, reminding others carry forth hope, guidance, wisdom. Learned along bumpy trails, walked willingly, coexisting beautifully, amidst hues painted across canvases reflecting richness, found both inside, outside life itself, where stories interwoven, possessing timelessness echo. Eternally whispered softly throughout ages, traveled onward, unbroken connections, forged, tethering one generation towards another. Bridging gaps realms, extending graciously welcoming discovery, woven intricately together. Ultimately, this photograph reveals layers hidden deep beneath surface simplicity, unveiling complexity, etched carefully, enduring narratives characterized uniquely. each smile captured amidst shadows, cast revealing tender truths, woven delicately among threads, highlighting love's embrace, transforming loss into celebration. Embracing lives lived fully cherished, despite fading echoes, quietly lingering past joys, imprinted forever more resonating profoundly, leaving traces indelibly written upon hearts, journeys embarked adventurous spiraled trails, winding complex pathways, traversed endlessly meeting new horizons, yet unseen drawing closer, forming connections, spanning distances, far-reaching forgiving embraces, enveloping fond reflections, encouraging warmth, bringing forth nostalgia, infusing spirits alive, glowing radiantly, granting strength, hopes, reigniting, illuminating ways ahead, illuminating histories shared, journeying forth, vibrantly, making memories beautiful, rejoicing lives lived harmoniously, dancing gracefully, amid gentle breezes, whispering promises, renewed, celebrating togetherness, weaving closeness, binding families tightly, lovingly, nurturing traditions, forging links lasting endlessly, sparkling brightly across lifetimes, illuminating brighter futures awaiting discovery, rich depths awaiting exploration, filling hearts alive, fiercely spreading wings, expanding horizons, welcoming reflections, honoring legacies remembered, returning home time again, always alive, warmly cradling essence, cherished eternally. Several decades later, the world outside the dusty old attic had transformed dramatically. Yet the essence of family remained as timeless as ever. It was a bright spring day in 2023 when 12-year-old Erin was exploring the farm that had been passed down through generations. The old farmhouse still stood proudly, its weathered facade telling stories of the past, while wildflowers danced gently in the breeze. As Erin wandered into a seldom-used room filled with boxes, she stumbled upon an old trunk that piqued her curiosity. The trunk had a rusty lock, but it opened easily with a little nudge. Inside, she discovered a treasure trove of family memorabilia. Common items like faded quilt squares and rusted kitchen tools, but also unique pieces like handwritten letters and keepsakes from family gatherings. Among the dusty contents, Erin's fingers brushed against something smooth and cool. Holding it up to the light, she realized she had found a bound collection of old photographs. Her heart raced with excitement as she carefully flipped through the pages. So many faces grinned back at her, yet none captured her attention quite like a particular photo towards the end of the album. There it was. The 1905 farm photograph that her grandmother had told her about numerous times during late-night story sessions. A gathering of vibrant, familial love, framed perfectly against the backdrop of green fields and blooming flowers. She could see the smiling faces of her ancestors, yet something felt off. It took a moment to register. One familiar face was missing, leaving an echoing silence where Samuel's joyful spirit should have been. Erin felt a shiver run down her spine as she recognized the weight behind that vacant spot in the photograph. Her grandmother had shared tales of Samuel's laughter and what a bright light he once was in their lives. And here it was, a visual reminder of loss. A knot formed in her throat. She wondered what life must have been like for him, imagining all the adventures he would have had alongside his siblings if fate had allowed him more time. Sitting cross-legged on the floor, surrounded by memories swirling around her, Erin made it her mission to learn more about Samuel and his role in their family history. She ran upstairs excitedly to find her grandmother. "Grandma, look what I found," she shouted, holding up the photo, the very same image capturing that harvest celebration so many years ago. Grandma Fiona blinked, her eyes widening with recognition and emotion. "Oh, darling, you found it. That's the photograph we always talk about." With gentle hands trembling slightly with nostalgia, Grandma took the album and sat beside Erin on the floor. "Samuel, your great-great-uncle, she began, her voice tender and soft. Then Grandma spoke some of the same stories Aaron had heard before about how Samuel was full of life, with an adventurous spirit and mischief twinkling in his eyes. As they pored over the photo together, Grandma pointed out various relatives, sharing snippets of their stories, their struggles and triumphs, including how they always kept Samuel's memory alive during family gatherings by sharing stories about him. They recounted their joy, mixed with sorrow during holidays when laughter would ring through the home, while a quiet remembrance settled in their hearts. "Every family has its stories, sweetheart," Grandma explained. "And while we walk through happiness together, we also acknowledge our sorrow because it shapes who we are." Inspired by this discovery and conversation with her grandmother, Erin decided that she wanted to create something special for Samuel, a way to honor his memory not just for herself, but also for future generations who might wonder about this boy who never got to realize his dreams. Erin envisioned putting together a display that included Samuel's photograph along with all they had discovered. She wanted to add snippets from Grandma's cherished memories, intertwined with notes of gratitude for all their ancestors' resilience. A tribute to love woven through loss. This would serve as a reminder that, although individuals might depart, their essence remains firmly rooted in compassion and familial connection. Over the next few weeks, Erin spent hours gathering more family stories, interviewing her relatives, and collecting memorabilia from family gatherings held over many years. With every interaction, she not only learned more about Samuel, but also formed deeper connections with those around her. The stories, filled with warmth and tales of strength, pulled Erin closer to her heritage as she discovered how history rippled through each family member's life. With Grandma's help, they curated a beautiful display highlighted by Samuel's beloved photograph. Together, they crafted stories and illustrations celebrating moments shared, while underscoring his enduring legacy amid laughter echoing beyond time. As they prepared for a family gathering to unveil this tribute, excitement tingled throughout Erin's being. She imagined what it would mean for everyone to connect again, not just through joyful memories, but embracing losses too. Commemorating lives lived fully despite challenging times woven gently into the fabric of their lineage. Finally, on that sunny afternoon, surrounded by loved ones gathered under a canopy of blooming trees laden with fragrant blossoms, Erin presented her project. A vibrant tapestry of family intertwined amidst each thread, woven carefully, amplifying bonds forged deep over generations, enlightening futures like flashes, illuminating untraveled paths ahead. "Today," she began brightly, looking at all their smiling faces gathered together, "we remember not just who we've lost, but also how they've shaped our identities." The atmosphere shifted from light-hearted chatter to intense focus as Erin unveiled the display. Samuel's name shining proudly amidst cherished remembrances flowing brought forth alive lovingly today. It was met by warm applause that ignited fond stories spilling forth effortlessly, bringing them closer than ever before. Realizing legacies crafted beautifully amid diverse tellings, collectively igniting spirits, held fondly cherished, touching hearts, deeply bringing forth renewed understanding, illuminating warmth surrounding values, inherent holding tightly just within reach. I am because we have endured, along with strength seen past generational realms, countless memories invoking something subtly, profoundly wise echoed through time. Traveling roads, strong truths, celebrating continued connections, thriving, resilient, always gently reminding. Allow moments shared, drifting harmoniously onward, embracing life itself, rushing forward as ever before. As Erin's family gathered under the blooming trees to unveil the tribute display for Samuel, a gentle breeze carried whispers of the past through the air. The sun shone brightly, illuminating faces filled with anticipation and curiosity. Each family member held a piece of history in their hearts, ready to share stories that had been woven into the fabric of their lives over generations. Time has an extraordinary way of shaping memories, blurring some details while sharpening others. With each passing year, the stories of those who have left us evolve. They grow richer, transforming into a tapestry of love and loss that binds families together. For Aaron's family, Samuel was not just a name. He was a symbol of the love that persevered through hardship, a reminder of how lives are intertwined even when one is absent. As Erin stood before her family, she felt an overwhelming sense of connection to them all. The laughter shared in joy and the tears shed in sorrow were threads that linked her to those who had come before her. Memories can bend and shift over time, but they never truly fade. Instead, they transform into lessons learned and legacies cherished. Today is not just about remembering Samuel, Erin began, her voice steady yet filled with emotion. It's also about recognizing how he lives on through us, through our laughter and our stories. She gestured toward the display, where Samuel's photograph sat proudly alongside handwritten notes from family members sharing their favorite memories and what they'd learned from his life. As she invited each family member to share their thoughts, voices filled the air with warmth and nostalgia. Great Aunt Clara spoke first. "I remember my brother telling me about how he used to sneak out to catch fireflies with Samuel on summer nights," she said with a soft smile. "He always said that fireflies reminded him of Samuel's spirit, bright and full of wonder." Laughter erupted among the gathered relatives as they recalled similar tales, stories of mischief that revealed not only Samuel's adventurous nature, but also painted pictures of a close-knit family experiencing joy amidst their struggles. With every story told, Erin realized how memories could serve as bridges, connecting past to present. They brought forth lessons wrapped in love, shaped by both happiness and grief. Time may alter how we recall events, but it also deepens our understanding of loss. Each retelling added nuance to Samuel's character, a boy who had dreams unfulfilled, yet left behind an indelible mark on his family. It was clear that while he may have departed this world too soon, his spirit lingered brightly within each person present. Erin listened intently as her grandmother shared another story. "When I was little, I would often sit by the window at night and think about Samuel looking down on us like one of those stars twinkling above." This sentiment resonated deeply with everyone. It reminded them that memories could hold both pain and comfort. They could shine light on dark days while also providing warmth during moments of heartache. The afternoon unfolded beautifully like petals unfurling under gentle sunlight, with laughter woven together alongside tears shed in remembrance. Reminding all gathered here today how shared experiences shape identities across generations, embracing wisdom passed down lovingly through heartfelt connections, guiding them onward. As Erin watched her family engage in storytelling, she thought about how time had transformed their memories into something more profound than mere recollections. It turned them into living entities, shaping future generations' understanding of who they were as individuals united by blood, yet enriched immeasurably through shared love. The stories continued flowing like a river, strong yet gentle, as each voice rose like melodic notes, harmonizing perfectly, blending effortlessly, creating an ambiance resonating loudly throughout trees, standing witness, silently gathering timelessness, eternally linking spirits, past, present, future together, nurturing connections, transcending boundaries, fostering resilience, binding families tightly across ages, reminding them continually endure despite challenges faced along life's winding paths. Later in the day, as shadows began stretching longer, casting soft hues across vibrant flowers, swaying gently beneath tranquil skies overhead. Erin felt grateful for having taken this journey of discovery surrounding not only her great-great-uncle, but also herself. She realized just how vital it is to preserve these stories, to pass down legacies honoring those who came before us, while simultaneously allowing new narratives emerge, enriching lives, beautifully weaving rich tapestries, reflecting diverse experiences, evolving continuously across time. Through this gathering, shared openly embracing love, intermingled, intricately woven bonds, formed resiliently, enduring against tides flowing forward. They created ripples stretching outward, leaving imprints etched forevermore upon paths traveled onward, unbroken. Carrying forth cherished memories alive, echoing, whispering softly, encouraging future generations, remind. Never forget, hold dear always. As dusk settled softly around them, enveloping laughter, fading gradually giving way to tender reflections, remaining brightly alive, within hearts cherished, eternally transforming hearts, together collectively, illuminating journeys embarked woven gracefully through lives, lived harmoniously, celebrating moments, loved ones touched profoundly, entwined forever. Held gently cradled, warm embraces, guiding light, illuminating pathways, nurturing continued connections, resounding forth, vibrantly glowing throughout ages, extending welcoming arms, illuminating futures, waiting patiently beyond horizons, shimmering ahead, lighting paths ahead, inviting explorations, awaiting discoveries, celebrating beauty lies within simple joys, found amidst life itself, lovingly intertwined, evolving timelessly onward, soaring high, reaching ever further, embracing vast unknowns, opening doors leading anywhere. Dreams fulfill dreams, entwined, bonded eternally. Together, they promise their hearts remain open, welcoming growth, shared experiences. Continue expanding horizons, allowing beautiful memories flourish everywhere. Breathed alive, nurtured unto eternity, shining bright forever, guiding souls until journeys led homeward again. After the heartwarming family gathering, Erin found herself deep in thought. The stories shared about Samuel opened a floodgate of curiosity within her. She realized that there was still so much to learn about her family history and the legacy left behind by those who came before her. Inspired by the connection she felt with her great-great-uncle, Erin decided to embark on a quest to research more about Samuel and the world he lived in during his short life. The following day, armed with enthusiasm and determination, Erin headed to her local library, which had always seemed like a treasure chest of knowledge waiting to be unlocked. As she entered, the smell of old books enveloped her like a warm hug. The walls lined with shelves told years of stories, each volume whispering secrets about lives lived long ago. Erin made her way to the genealogy section, where she was greeted by rows of dusty tomes filled with names and dates, those telling tales of families intertwined throughout history. She felt like a detective tracing breadcrumbs left behind by her ancestors. With each book she pulled from the shelf, she imagined herself uncovering another piece of their story. Her first stop was a thick book titled History of Our County. Flipping through its pages, she absorbed the snippets about farm life in the early 1900s. The laughter of children playing in fields, the challenges faced by families during harvests, and even the hardships endured through sickness and loss. Some sections described how tightly knit rural communities supported one another, often coming together in times of need. As Erin read on, she stumbled upon a mention of an agricultural fair that took place every fall in their county during Samuel's time. The fair showcased local farming achievements and included contests for livestock and baked goods. Samuel might have attended those fairs, she thought excitedly. What would he have participated in? This revelation stirred her imagination. She started picturing Samuel running through the fairgrounds, laughing with friends while taking part in various events. Each detail added richness to the tapestry of his short life. Next, Erin moved to explore family history archives. She approached a librarian named Mrs. Jensen, who had been organizing historical documents for many years. "I'm trying to find information about my great-great-uncle Samuel," Erin explained eagerly. "He passed away young in the early 1900s. Mrs. Jensen smiled knowingly. "The Bowers family had quite a presence in this area. Let's see what we can find." Together, they scoured through old newspapers and records on microfilm detailing local events, births, deaths, marriages. And soon they came across an obituary for Samuel. Erin's heart raced as she read it aloud. "Bowers, Samuel June. Beloved son and brother passed away at age 7 after a brief illness." The words brought tears to her eyes as they confirmed what her grandmother had told her about his untimely death. But then Mrs. Jensen pointed out something significant. It also mentions that he was known throughout the community for his bright spirit and kindness. "That's exactly how Grandma described him," Erin exclaimed, feeling a sense of connection, reinforcing how much love surrounded Samuel even after his passing. They continued searching through digitized records and discovered letters exchanged between relatives, letters expressing love, joy, and sorrow, all holding memories woven together into a family history rich with emotion and strength. One particular letter stood out. It was written by Samuel's father shortly after his passing, reflecting on his son's laughter echoing through their home and how they would keep his memory alive through shared stories at family gatherings. Moved by these revelations, Erin couldn't help but feel that researching Samuel was connecting her intricately with her heritage. A journey not just into facts, but deeply human emotions crafted into narratives spanning across generations. She knew now that it was essential for families to capture these stories. Moments of joy balanced against sorrow, to provide warmth amidst trials. As days turned into weeks, filled with countless hours at the library sifting through archives, Erin constructed a comprehensive timeline detailing not only Samuel's life, but also moments that shaped their family. From grandparents persevering through economic hardships to the love binding every generation closely knit together, despite adversity faced time after time. Erin began compiling snippets from her research into a scrapbook filled with photographs, newspaper clippings, woven fabric swatches representing family heirlooms passed down lovingly through generations. The essence capturing how deeply rooted connections formed over decades could serve as lessons showing resilience, overcoming life's challenges beautifully. Each discovery led Erin deeper into understanding how time impacts memories, creating a bittersweet blend of cherished moments, lingering fondly while reminding them never forget who they were. There lay beauty captured solely within those experiences shared, where laughter coexisted alongside grief, touched softly illuminating strength endured, carrying forth spiraled pathways forged together, honoring legacies while triumphantly celebrating lives once lived, weaving effortlessly through love, echoed resonating across ages, brightening futures awaiting discovery, inviting new generations, touch legacies alive, nourished timelessly onward, finally ready to present what she had uncovered. A heartfelt combination showcasing mighty resilience, infused, richly embedded wisdom acquired throughout experiences cherished. Erin couldn't wait to share this journey gathered lovingly back home, where each story intertwined, beautifully reflected roots stretching forth, deserving recognition, timelessly extending gentle whispers, inviting growth, enriching all futures, still shining bright, illuminating paths traveled upon lovingly, gracefully guiding onward, embracing dreams once fulfilled. Beautifully connecting pasts, unbroken intertwining generations, blending cultivation, histories forever. Nurtured infinitely, above shining, vibrant stars, watching faithfully over heartbeats softly enduring. As Erin continued her journey of discovery, she found herself reflecting on the lessons learned from the 1905 farm photograph and the life of her great-great-uncle Samuel. The image not only preserved a moment in time, but also captured the essence of family, love, and the bittersweet nature of existence itself. Each layer of exploration revealed insights that resonated deeply with her own experiences and relationships. One significant lesson was the importance of cherishing every moment shared with loved ones. The photograph showed joyful smiles and laughter, reminding Erin that life is unpredictable and fleeting. When she thought of Samuel's young age at his passing, it reinforced the idea that time should not be taken for granted. Every family gathering, every shared meal, and every heartfelt conversation became precious treasures to hold on to tightly. She realized how meaningful it was to create memories that would last beyond their own lifetimes. Erin also recognized the power of storytelling as a means to keep memories alive. Each story shared during the tribute display had illuminated Samuel's vibrant spirit and showcased how his life positively impacted those around him. This realization motivated Erin to encourage her family to continue sharing their stories, their joys and sorrows, so that future generations would have a rich tapestry of experiences to draw upon. Stories could bridge gaps between the past and present, allowing younger family members to connect with their heritage, even if they never met those who came before them. Moreover, through her research into Samuel's life, Erin learned about resilience in the face of adversity. Samuel's family faced tremendous challenges: loss, hardship, and grief. But they found ways to support one another, embodying strength and solidarity amidst struggles. This illustrated an essential lesson about how families could weather storms together by leaning on one another for love and support during tough times. The scrapbook Erin had created began to take shape as more than just a collection of photographs. It stood as a testament to perseverance through hardship. Each artifact told a story about overcoming obstacles, celebrating victories however small they may seem, while solidifying strong ties among relatives, even in trying circumstances. It reminded her that while life could bring unexpected challenges, like the loss of a child, families could also learn to celebrate those lives fully lived by holding them dearly in memory. Another profound lesson emerged regarding the duality of joy and sorrow in life. Erin understood now that happiness doesn't erase pain. Rather, both emotions coexist within the human experience. The laughter heard during family gatherings often carried notes of sadness stemming from absence, a delicate balance that continually shaped their identity as a family. This interconnectedness allowed everyone present at the tribute display to acknowledge their grief while embracing joy, found alongside each shared memory about Samuel. Erin's reflections on these lessons inspired her to create a new tradition within her family, an annual gathering dedicated solely to sharing stories about those who had passed on, who had shaped their lives through love, yet moved on too soon. She envisioned this event where everyone would be encouraged to speak openly about their memories. The cherished moments spent together, coupled with heartfelt tales honoring those they missed dearly. In thoughtfully planning this new tradition, inspired by images captured within time-honored photographs like Samuel's, Erin felt she was not only keeping his memory alive, but also helping her family navigate the complexities surrounding loss. A way to acknowledge pain while celebrating lives richly lived, intertwined endlessly through generations. As weeks turned into months after unveiling her scrapbook compilation, filled with touching stories interwoven beautifully, representing resilience, thriving, even amidst heartache, became clear. Keeping legacies alive meant embracing all parts, Joy blended seamlessly alongside sorrow, allowing healing, flourish, brightening paths ahead, leading towards brighter futures, awaiting discovery, awaiting exploration. Erin discovered throughout this journey how vital it is for families past, present, and future come together, weaving complex tapestries, embodying love, unbroken, eternally protecting cherished memories, nurtured forevermore, extending gentle whispers, beckoning forth growth, enveloping futures filled, vibrantly illuminating paths ahead, inviting each generation, warmly embracing dreams, fulfilling enriching lives, beautifully creating bonds, unshakable, lasting infinitely through time. With every heartfelt conversation shared amongst loved ones gathered around tables, celebrating moments touched profoundly, intertwined, everlastingly guiding spirits, reaching upward, embracing vast unknowns, soaring high, forever connected amidst journeys traveled onward. The legacy left behind by Samuel thrived, vibrantly illuminating trails, shining brightly, beckoning inviting explorations, waiting patiently beyond horizons, shimmering ahead, lighting up paths leading anywhere. Dreams fulfilled, blossoming endlessly embraced, nurtured lovingly guiding souls, until journeys led homeward again. Through these lessons learned from Samuel's story captured within that timeless photograph, and each moment spent cherishing memories together. Erin felt stronger than ever, ready to embark upon whatever adventures awaited, unfolding beautifully before her eyes. As days passed swiftly onward, while seasons blossomed radiantly around them, providing rich hues, cascading brightening shores where laughter echoed, reminding hearts lovingly entwined thrive eternally. As Erin stood in her room, surrounded by the scrapbooks she had lovingly created, she felt a profound sense of fulfillment and connection to her family's history. Each page captured not just images and words, but also the essence of those who had come before her, especially Samuel. The journey she embarked upon had transformed her understanding of herself and her heritage in ways she hadn't fully anticipated when she first found that old photograph. The 1905 farm photo had served as a catalyst for Erin, a simple image that led her to uncover a rich tapestry of stories filled with laughter, love, heartache, and resilience. She realized that while Samuel's life had been cut tragically short, it was his spirit that continued to influence the lives of those who loved him. This revelation deepened Erin's appreciation for the family gatherings, where they shared both joyful memories and moments touched by grief. Reflecting on the lessons learned from this journey, Erin understood that the act of remembering was a powerful tool for healing. Acknowledging loss did not mean dwelling in sadness. Instead, it meant celebrating the lives lived and the impact those individuals had on their families. By creating opportunities for storytelling, Erin realized that families could connect more profoundly, acknowledging the rich spectrum of human experience, where the joy coexists with sorrow. As she prepared for the inaugural family gathering dedicated to sharing stories about those who had passed, Erin felt a mix of excitement and nervousness. She hoped everyone would embrace the new tradition, finding comfort in remembering together. The idea was to create an open space where each family member could share their own stories, whether they were about Samuel or other relatives lost along the way, allowing the warmth of shared remembrance to create bonds between generations. On the day of the gathering, Erin's home filled with familiar warmth as her family arrived. Laughter echoed through the halls as relatives exchanged greetings, their faces lighting up with recognition and love. Erin welcomed everyone with a heartfelt speech, explaining her vision for this special event: to honor their departed loved ones while weaving new connections amongst themselves. Today, she began with genuine enthusiasm. We will share our stories, happy or sad, because every memory we carry helps us understand who we are as a family. The atmosphere transformed into one of reflection as everyone settled into chairs arranged around the living room. As stories flowed freely, voices rose and fell like melodies woven together. Great-Aunt Clara recounted tales of Samuel's playful antics in vivid detail. The way he would climb trees to get a better view of the world below, or how he would help his mother bring in fresh apples from the orchard. Those memories painted pictures bright enough to light up even the darkest corners of grief. But amid laughter came moments of silence that felt heavy with absence. As people spoke about relatives lost over time, their unique quirks and habits, the entire family acknowledged both joy and sorrow, intertwining seamlessly throughout their shared history. Each story reinforced how important it was to keep these memories alive, now more than ever. The gathering became a celebration of life itself. It honored not just those who were present, but also those who watched over them, like guiding stars shimmering brightly in memory. It showed them how beautifully connected they all were, their lives woven together through countless threads filled with love. Later in the evening, as shadows lengthened outside and dim light flickered from candles placed around the room, casting gentle glows against familiar faces present there, while laughter lingered, still reflecting warmth, radiating softly across hearts, intertwined together tightly forevermore. Erin felt an overwhelming sense of gratitude wash over her. In creating this tribute event, inspired by Samuel's story captured within that 1905 photograph, and knowing deep down now how vital it is to celebrate memories cherished dearly forevermore, Erin promised herself always hold close these traditions, sharing warmly, illuminating pathways, travel onward. With every story told aloud, honoring lives richly lived, the air filled with an electric current, rejuvenating their spirits, reminding them all they were never alone. Legacies remained entwined eternally, giving rise fresh adventures, awaiting discovery, inviting explorations, stretching forth, inviting all towards dreams fulfilled. Blossoming endlessly, nurtured lovingly, guiding souls until journeys led homeward again. In closing that beautiful day, filled passion resonating within hearts, beating closely together, embraced gently under expansive skies, illuminated brightly above. Watching faithfully over generations long after worn paths traversed, Erin felt stronger than ever ready, embark upon whatever awaited unfolding beautifully before her eyes. With each cherished tale passed down lovingly, recurring effortlessly through time, affirming sentiments echoed throughout ages, shining brightly, guiding steps taken onward, embracing deep connections, formed lasting infinitely together, beyond horizons, shimmering ahead, lighting paths leading anywhere, dreams fulfilled, enveloping futures boldly arising, spiritedly warmly, tenderly nurtured always.